Hey friends, how you doing? It's Monday. I'm Christiana Gaudette. My pronouns are she, her. I am your tarot fairy godmother, and I'm here as I am most Mondays to do the 3-card weekly reading. That's 3 cards for the collective for the week ahead and single cards for all who request them. Before we get started, I want to say thank you so much to Katie Kondo for the super chat. I really appreciate that. And right behind her, like you did it at the same time, thank you to Claire C for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it, both of you. Very generous. Thank you so much. And Katie and Claire are both members of this channel. And at this time, I want to say thank you to them and to all the members. You can tell who the members are because their names are in green. And these are people who make a monthly commitment to this channel, which I appreciate. I also want to say thank you to the moderators. You can tell who they are because their names are in blue, and some of the moderators are also members. How can you tell? Because right after their wrench, there's a little sun. So thank you all. Thank you all. Hey, Jake, 5345. Robin, your name is Robin, and I know you, and I got to see you in person yesterday at our tarot meetup. And in fact, you gave me this deck, which I am so excited about. Thank you so much. Robin brought me 2 decks, and she brought toys for the babies. I looked in, I didn't get a chance to deliver them yet. I'll deliver them today, but I looked in the package, and they're so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for that. And especially, I'm going to be honest, I have my old Robin Wood, but it's missing 2 cards. How did that happen? I do not know. But, so I'm really, really happy to have this deck in my possession again that I can use. So I'm using it today. Thank you very much. All right, so I think that's all the thank yous. Probably not. There's probably other people I need to thank for other things. Cheryl Jefferson, I don't think you're here yet, but Cheryl brought a couple of books for the babies. I'm so excited for that too. So I did spend time with the babies yesterday. They are so cute. They're growing, and they're getting a good grasp. You know, they're grasping now, and they're both kicking with their feet. So you can really see that they are developing exactly as they should. So we had fun. So much fun with little babies. All right, let's get to it. Thank you everyone for being here. Really appreciate all of you. I do want to remind you, I am nominated in 2 categories for the World Divination Association Annual Awards. The link to vote is in the description. Consider a vote for your Tarot Fairy Godmother. I'm nominated for Best Tarot Reader and Best Tarot Teacher. And speaking of Tarot Teacher, we got a class right here tomorrow, Divination with the 4 Elements. The link is already up tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Please do join us. All right, I will stop with the chatter and get with the tarot reading, shall we? This is a collective reading for the week ahead. So let's see what we get. And as always, with collective readings, and while I'm doing single cards for individuals, whatever you hear that resonates for you, whether I am pulling a card for you specifically or not, whatever you hear that resonates for you, take it to your heart, to your mind, to your spirit as a reading for you yourself. And whatever doesn't resonate for you, you know, you don't have to take it. But if I speak truth to you and you just don't want to admit that it's truth, you still have to take it. You know, some people will be like, yeah, no, that doesn't resonate for me, when it should, because it's the truth. So, you know, that's the thing about tarot. Reading for yourself, reading for others, receiving readings. You have to be willing to acknowledge certain things, certain truths. I guess that's what Jung calls the shadow, and how tarot really does reveal the shadow, whether we're ready to see it or not. All right, so here we go. 3 cards for the collective for this week. Let's see what we see. The 8 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. Didn't we get a bunch of cups last week? and the Wheel of Fortune. I love this Wheel of Fortune particularly. All right. So, again, we're still in this run of many cups. So when I look at this and what the energies are this week, this is really a sense of being called to, on one hand, remember our past, but on the other hand, walk toward the future and try to have a nuanced view of all of it. It's not like one thing was great and the other is terrible. Like my mother used to say, time has a way of making your memory improve about things of the past, right? Things in the rear view mirror look better than they really were. And so like this card can really speak to that nostalgia. Things were so much better then than they are now, that feeling. And it's good to remember the past. It's good to look to the past, but not necessarily to glorify it. And so there is this whole thing about how we, as individuals, but also as a culture, as a civilization, how we acknowledge the past and then move on. And the Wheel of Fortune reminds us that, there is good and bad in everything. 10 points if you can remember the song that I just accidentally quoted there, right? So I think this week the focus is really on growth, remembering the past, honoring the past, moving on from the past, moving on to something else, and recognize that, things weren't better then. Things aren't worse now. Might things be better in the future? Maybe some things, and some things will be worse. Everything is that mixture of good and bad. And you always got to strive to be the best that you can be. We must strive to be the best that we can be in all things and recognize that there's always going to be ups and downs. And so, so often today and so often, the 3-card weekly reading is like for more than just the week. It's what we may be thinking about or focusing on this week, but these are lessons for all of life. That's really the bottom line. Okay. So I will now take these requests in the order that I see them. It is a card for the week ahead. So let's see what we got going on here. Okay. First request from Christina R. Nice to see you. For you and for Karen Winkle. And of course, Karen is a member here and we appreciate her. We appreciate you too, Christina. All right. Starting with you, Christina, for your week ahead. The 5 of Swords. What a battle to get where you are. But here we are, and it's still going to be a battle in different ways. You battle to get there, and then you battle to do what you got to do. None of it's easy, but you can do this. You are in it to win it, and win it you can. Now, Karen Winkle, again, thank you for being a member here. When we look at your week ahead, the 3 of Cups reversed. So this may be a bit of a tough week. It may be for family reasons, for personal reasons, for work reasons. And, if things do get tough, internally, externally, whatever, you want to look at it and you want to say, okay, is this really problematic or am I focusing on it that way? Am I choosing not to have fun or is this really not fun? So try to keep your mood light and your attitude light as much as you can. All right. I want to say thank you so much to Autumn Pond for the very generous super chat. OMG, Robinwood was my second deck after training on the Rider-Waite years ago. I have mine right here too. I just dug it up. Right? I think for a lot of us, this deck was a classic. And I remember, back in the day, it was a lot easier for me to get US Games decks versus Llewellyn decks. And this was probably the first Llewellyn deck I ever had. And that was before Llewellyn had really made a full commitment to we're going to do a lot of tarot decks and we're going to have a whole tarot division. It was in the 90s, late 90s, that Llewellyn kind of made that commitment and really started producing a lot of decks. Prior to that, Robin Wood was really, one of the only ones. All right. So thank you again for that, Autumn Pond. All right. Next person I see is Marion Newberry. Thanks for being a member here. And thanks for sending so much love to my family. Here is a card for the week for you. Strength reversed. Okay, so this week, be careful about letting the lion out to play. And I wonder if that's a reference if you're having kitty issues, because I know you foster cats. So it may be that you will have a difficult foster cat this week or a difficult kitty situation. Or it may be about your own inner lion. There may be some things that are upsetting you. There may be some things that are making you angry, and you may have righteous, appropriate anger. But be careful about how, where, and when you express it. Be careful about how you channel it. Jeannie Mnuchin, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is your card for the week. The Ten of Wands reversed. Well, hallelujah. This is a card that's been coming up a lot for you recently. And coming up reversed, I feel like some of the things that are troublesome are going to start to smooth out this week. You're going to start to see how things are going to go forward, how they're going to work, and how it's really not going to be that bad. So there's definitely improvement here. Febborn, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. When we look at your week ahead, Febborn, look at you. Oh, this is great improvement. The Ace of Wands. So I know that, you've been going through some ups and downs here. But with this card, I think you're going to find this week a great deal of inspiration. There may be some things that make you angry too, so be careful about that. But look for the creativity, look for the inspiration, look for that returning energy. And that's going to be a good thing. Diana Price, so nice to see you here. Second interview in 15 minutes. So my guess is you're doing that. We'll come back and watch this. Here's a card for the week for you. And congratulations for making it to the second interview. That's a huge step in the right direction. Emperor, whatever happened in that interview, this card is very positive toward the finding of stability and maybe even getting a job with sort of a monolithic company, being part of a structure. So maybe the interview went well, that could be. But one way or the other, it feels like things are stabilizing for you. So that's very good. Hey, Robin Renee, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Good morning to you. Here is a card for your week. Oh, look at you, the Knight of Wands. So this week, I think you're actually going to find some great creative inspiration. You're going to have some fun. You might be planning a trip or even going on a trip this week and sort of seeing your way forward. This weekend, you and I went back and forth a little bit about what the way forward might look like for you, inspired by the reading we did on Saturday here on YouTube. But there's definitely a way forward. Whether you see it now or not, it's there and you will be inspired toward it. Maria Barisi, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you, and then we'll also do a card for Anthony. All right, Maria. Seven of Cups reversed. So, Maria, as you go through changes, there's how you imagine things might be and then how they really are, and how you imagine you might feel about things and how you really feel. And I mean, this is true for all of us. Things are always different than we imagine they will be, most of the time. And I think this week you just have to make space for that. And make space for a time of not always knowing or not always feeling what you thought you were going to feel, and just be in that. Now, Anthony, here's a card for you. Anthony, Two of Pentacles. This week, you are really on about the business of figuring out career and work and money and how you go forward. And it is indeed a delicate balancing act, but you are figuring it out, and that's where your focus needs to be this week. Smile Soul 20, so nice to see you. Thank you for being a member here. Much appreciation to you. Here is a card for the week. The Moon. Okay, so this week, be very open to your intuition, but at the same time, do not let your imagination run away with you. Be open to the idea that your loved ones in spirit, your guardians, your angels, your ancestors are with you and are speaking to you. Feel that divine inspiration in your life, but also recognize that in your day-to-day life, there are things you do not trust or people that you do not understand. Give them wide berth as much as you can. Try to avoid difficult people this week. And if you can't avoid them, don't share more information than you should. You know, CYA, you know what that stands for, right? All right, Mystics Haven, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Oh, look at you, the King of Cups. You know, this could speak to your own energy this week, being that high vibration of unconditional love, sharing love with others, and being that exemplar of love. It could also bode very well for your love life. So, you know, let us know. Betty Flesher, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. And Betty, thanks for using members-only emojis. Appreciate that. Betty, 5 of Wands. So this week there will be some conflict. It may be conflict of time. You have to do this, but you want to do this. It may be conflict of energy. You want to do this, but you don't have enough energy for it. Could be any of those sorts of things. Be open. Be open to allowing new energy into your life that sort of solves the conflict and brings you forward. And do not be in conflict with yourself about what you should or shouldn't do. Do not be hard on yourself. Nalini, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Cards for the week for you. Yes, indeed. And we want cards for you and for Brad. So we'll start with you, Nalini. You, for the week ahead. Oh, you're the second one to get this. The 3 of Cups reversed. I think you're not having fun. I think there's some stuff going on in your life that is keeping you from really feeling like you're having fun or in the flow. And, you know, I'm thinking specifically, too, about the henna business and how, like, henna parties are so good. And can you book some of those? You know, is that something you could work toward doing? That's something I'm thinking about for you. And a card for Brad for the week ahead. Brad, you're the second one to get this, the King of Cups. Brad, this week you are just trying to be in this divine loving energy, being loving toward yourself, toward others, just being there. Now back to you, Nalini, with that 3 of Cups reversed. Make sure, Nalini, that you are not just choosing not to have fun. You know, it is okay to have fun. It is okay to feel okay, even when there's chaos, even when you're not sure about the future, even when you aren't clear on your path. It is okay to relax and have fun. And it feels like Brad here is really trying to bring a positive energy. So there we go. Okay. Kim Case, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I know you're a member here. You're not logged in that account, but that's okay. Thank you for that membership, and thanks for being here today. Here is a card for you. Kim Case. Look at this, 10 of Cups. This week, there may be some resolution of some family issues. You may have the opportunity to spend some time with people you really enjoy. And you may find yourself just in a place of being very grateful for the good things that are in your life. Katie Kondo, my friend, thanks for being a member. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Here is a card for the week for you. Well, this is very powerful because this was also in the 3-card weekly reading. The 8 of Cups. letting go of what doesn't serve you and walking toward what does, recognizing your journey forward. And, it's not easy. We know it's not going to be easy, but it is the right journey. So this week, just know you're on the right journey. And you start school this week, don't you? All right, Claire C., thanks for being a member. Thanks for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Yours is the next request that I see. Here is a card for you. Claire, 2 of Swords. This week there's some things going on that you're going to have to be at peace with that you're not pleased about. But then you're also looking for solutions and not necessarily clear on how to find those solutions. So be at peace with the situation, look for your solutions. That's the bottom line. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a moderator here. We appreciate you. Here is a card for the week ahead. 4 of Pentacles. So this week, you're really going to have to work to conserve your energy, your money, your time. And you may find that there are some people around you who are not generous with theirs, who are not generous with their time, their money, their energy. Try to figure out if their lack of generosity is coming from a place of fear, is coming from a place of selfishness, or is coming from actual limited resources, and respond accordingly. Arlette, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. I did have a lovely weekend. Yes, indeed. I hope you did too. Here is a card for you for your week forward, Arlette. Oh, look at this. This is very powerful for you, Wheel of Fortune. It's powerful because it's a powerful card, but also because it was one of the cards for the collective. And so it's like a double power for you. And the thing you have to do is recognize that things are very likely turning in your direction and will go just fine. But you're going to feel all different kinds of ways about it depending on the day, the hour, the minute. And just allow for those different feelings, but know that the wheel is turning in your direction. Things are moving forward for you in a good way. Melissa Grosso, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Oh, Melissa, cards on the floor. Was that your energy or is your tarot fairy godmother clumsy? Anything could be true. Hang on a minute. So, Melissa, my rule is if the cards fall on the floor and they end up face up, then they are for you and to be read, so you get 2 of them, because that's what happened. So here's what I'm going to say about your week, my friend. Go forward with a merry attitude. Do things that you enjoy. Have some fun and recognize that there are many, many burdens here, many things you have to do, many things that are upsetting, many things that you're carrying, but do it with a light heart and recognize that you are forging a path that is good for you and good for those around you and good for those that will come after you. So it ain't easy, but have fun doing it nonetheless. Autumn Pond, nice to see you. Thank you again for that super chat. And thank you for being here and thanks for being a member. Here is a card for you. The Devil reversed. Autumn Pond, this is a week of great healing. You might, you may find yourself being able to release physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, something that is no longer serving you, something that you were ready to get rid of. And so that is a fabulous thing. So be open to healing, be open to letting go of attachments. Cassandra Revelta, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. And thank you for using members only emojis. I appreciate that. Here is a card for you. The 9 of Swords reversed. The 9 of Swords reversed. So here, Cassandra, I feel like there's an improvement. that some things that have been upsetting you, some things that have been bothering you, we're getting some relief from. So it may be slow, it may be difficult, but there is improvement this week, and that's what you need to know. Pamela Phillips, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for you and a card for your daughter. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being present. Here we go. For you first, Pam. Man, what's with this card? This card keeps coming up, and I don't love it. The Three of Cups reversed. Are we collectively all choosing not to have fun? Are our friends being not friendly? Pam, for you this week, I really am making it be about friends. Maybe you want to spend some time with your friends, but they don't have availability. Maybe you don't have availability. Maybe your friends are all going through stuff. Maybe you want to have fun and your friends aren't having fun. Maybe you're the one who's choosing not to have fun. One way or the other, your goal, your mission, no matter what else is happening, is to have some fun this week. You must. All right. Now for your daughter. What we see for your daughter. Queen of Cups. Man, this is good. Here, there is inspiration, there is happiness, there is hope, there is love. This is sort of a gentle, loving, creative energy here. So I think this is going to be a decent week for your daughter, and she should focus on doing the things she loves and trying to be with the people she loves. Or at least talk to them. Amber A, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Queen of Pentacles. This week may be very focused on work. It may be very focused on taking care of things in the home, taking care of the money, doing the things you need to do, but do it with a sense of spiritual joy. Even if you are doing mundane tasks, have spiritual joy around that, and it will move you forward. Teresa C., thanks so much for being here. I know you recently upgraded your membership. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Thank you for being a member, and thank you for being a moderator, and thanks for using members-only emojis. I appreciate that. Okay, Teresa, here we go. The Nine of Cups reversed. So, Teresa, there are some things going on this week that are not to your liking. Or maybe your goals have changed and you're not even sure what you want anymore. You're not even sure what you want to do or how you want to do it. And so if you're feeling a little disjointed or out of sorts this week, hold space for it. Hold space for not knowing what you want. Hold space for not being sure what's going to make you happy. And allow that to mature and evolve so you can find your inspiration. Hey, Jake, 5345. Let me give you a card from the deck you gave me. All right, here we go. Look at that. This goes along with what we saw yesterday in class with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Although I was thinking about that too, where beyond what we said about it, he could be thinking you're just fabulous and you could be thinking he's a little bossy. Just saying. But anyway, this week there is a lot about celebrating the stability that you have, celebrating the good fortune that you have, celebrating the people in your life and really finding space for that celebration. You've been through a lot and there's a lot that has not been easy. But I think this week there can just be space for enjoying what is yours. Hey, Peggy Lou Levens, thank you so much for being here and thanks for being a member here. A card of the week for you. And friends, remember, if you're going to join on Friday for the Friday Weekly Wrap-Up, try to remember what card you got today, because then we can see those two cards as like bookends on your week, which is really kind of fun. All right, Peggy Lou, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Knight of Swords reversed. I think you're really trying to find solutions, And there may be a sense this week of just whatever you try isn't working, or not being able to find the solutions that you want to find. And that may feel really difficult. That may feel really hard. Breathe, just breathe, breathe, breathe. Give it space and try something else. Don't get caught in that place of resistance and can't. Find a way to be open to new possibilities. Okay, next up is Raquel. Before I do that, though, I want to say so much thanks to Aprilia. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chat. Now, it is Monday, which means we do one card for the week ahead. It probably will speak to your question, so I will look forward to getting to that. Thank you so much. Okay. Raquel Revelta, Art and More. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card. Oh, my goodness. Card on the floor. I'm thinking I'm just clumsy today. However, yours was face down, and thank goodness it was face down, Raquel, because it was a card that you really weren't wanting. The Ten of Swords, so that puppy's going right back in the deck. We are shuffling that bad boy in. And we're doing some more shuffling here. Okay, Raquel, here you go. Ha! Oh, Raquel, I tried. What happens when you try to avoid the Ten of Swords and you get the Tower? Raquel, do not let this scare you. There could be changes coming. It could be within yourself in terms of your own growth. It could be in your schedule and what you need to do. It could just be that this is a week where there is a lot going on and you really need to ask for divine inspiration to get through it. Whatever is feeling heavy here, Raquel, clearly we can't avoid it. So clearly we're going to have to deal with it. And do not let this scare you. Just look for the inspiration in the chaos. And if you cannot avoid the chaos, you're going to have to lean into it. It just may be that you are very, very busy this week and you have a lot in your mind and on your heart and on your schedule. And in dealing with that, let go of what is not the most important. Priorities. This week, it's so important to have priorities, Raquel. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member and thanks for being a moderator. Here is a card for the week for you. Hey, look at you. You got the Magician. You got the Magician. Good card. So this week, be willing to initiate new things and new practices. Be willing to learn new things. Recognize your power to create in the universe. Now, Mercury is in retrograde, and this is the card of Mercury. So be especially careful about the Mercury retrograde stuff. But use the energy of Mercury retrograde to rework things and start again. All right. Lisa McCord, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I really need a good card, please. Hey, as you can see, man, I'll do my best, but we'll see what happens. Oh, man! This card has been stalking us. You've seen that I've shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. The Three of Cups reversed. I think a lot of people are going to have a week that very naturally presents as this is not very much fun. And that may be the case for you, Lisa, a week that is not that much fun. And so the key for you, Lisa, is to gird your loins, do what you have to do, but enjoy the people around you as you can. And try to have fun in the ways that you can. Be lighthearted in the ways that you can. Sometimes if you fake it a little, then it'll actually open up and be real. So allow that energy. And Aprilia, thank you so much for another super chat. Again, to be clear, I will pull one card and it is for the week ahead. On Saturdays, I do specific questions. So thank you so much. Okay. Amy Foreman, my friend, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. Amy Foreman. Oh, you're the second one to get this. Knight of Wands. What a good card for the way forward. This week, have some fun. You are moving forward. You are being creative. You are doing what you need to do. Stay focused. There's going to be a lot that tries to take you away from your focus, but stay focused. Eyes on the prize, my friend. Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card for you. Ah, man. 10 of Swords. This is a particularly dark 10 of Swords in this deck, isn't it? So this week, be very, very careful about overthinking. Really do what you can to quell anxiety, to quell overthinking, and also to quell over-communicating. You know, sometimes you feel like you need to say to people more than you do. And so stay on task. Do not overthink. Do not overspeak. Do not let other people's stuff bother you over much. You'll get through it. It'll be okay. Julie Rogan has been a member for 9 months. Thank you so much, Julie. Appreciate that. You had a little time out, a little time off, and you found out that you're joining the Grandma Club. Oh, congratulations. What good news. That is fabulous. And I can tell you from personal experience, it's so much fun. Yay. That is so good. All right. Here we go, Julie. The King of Cups reversed. So in hearing this good news, what you need to know this week is that your loved ones in spirit are gathered around you and gathered around your family, offering their love, offering their support. So, you know, there's so much joy here, but there's also the people that you wish were here that aren't. And so there's going to be a little bit of that grief too, but recognize how much spiritual support you and this growing family have. All right, and once again, I want to acknowledge a super chat from Aprilia. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. Okay. Kathy, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. And I will be posting some more baby pics this week, so look for those. They are so sweet, man. Those babies are just so cute. It's not even funny. All right, Kathy, thank you for being a member here. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Okay, 9 of Swords. What's bugging you? There's some things you're worried about or some things you're upset with. Maybe you're not sleeping well. This week, pay attention to your own self-care. If there's something bugging you, try to address it, but try not to overthink. Try not to let things get to you if they don't have to. Okay, so focus on your own self-care this week of body, mind, and spirit. Caroline McLaughlin, so nice to see you. Here is a card for the week for you. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands reversed. And, you know, this is not a card that we prefer to see reversed. It suggests that you may be a little tired going into this week, that you may be feeling a little lack of energy. So this week, do what you can do to find your inspiration, do what you can do to have good self-care. Wherever you're feeling tired of body, mind, or spirit, really try to nurture and nourish yourself so that your divine source of energy can feel replenished. Hey, Linda Armstrong, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for the week for you. Tell you what, I'm a little, I don't know, man. I'm just throwing these cards around. Here you go, Linda. Look at that. 3 of Wands. This week you are finding your way forward successfully to the future. Some questions that have been kind of on your mind, you're going to find answers to. And you will find your way forward in a successful way. If you have an event or are planning an event this week, you can be assured, likely to be successful. Ashley, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for the week for you. Look at that. Now, for you, you have that Ace of Wands straight up. And this week is a good time to start something new. A new project, learning something new, having fun in a different way. Let there be new and innovative energy in your life this week, Ashley, for reals. All right, now, here we go. Let me just scroll down and say thank you very much to Caroline McLaughlin for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I also need to say thank you to Barrett Ermy Tarot. Barrett, thank you for being a member here. And thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. It's so nice to see you. Okay. Okay, scrolling back. All right, Carrie Donick, you're next. Here we go. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Look at you, Carrie, Ace of Swords. This is a great week for direct communication. Although Mercury is in retrograde, you should not have a problem knowing what to say, saying what you mean, and being heard appropriately. It's a great week for some new projects, especially written projects. And, you know, this is a week for really figuring out what is true. And so you will. It's a fresh new energy here. Tortoiseshell Moon, so nice to see you. Here is a card to kickstart your week. And of course, again, dating myself, when you say kickstart, in my mind, I have that Motley Crue song, Kickstart My Heart. Man, I really wish I had the rights to these songs so I could just play them when I think of them. That would be like so much fun on this channel, wouldn't it? But alas, I have neither the technology nor the copyright ability. All right, Tortoiseshell Moon, thanks for being here. Two of Swords reversed. So, my friend, this week you may be feeling stuck in a place that doesn't feel peaceful, that feels unsure and uncertain. This week you may not know what direction you want to go into. Try to hold space for yourself in that space. It's okay to not to know, but you will be able to see clearly and make decisions. Maybe this week, maybe next week, it's coming. So in the meanwhile, maybe you feel like you're feeling your way in the dark a little bit. And let that be okay. Be in that liminal space. Let spirit guide you. Be okay with that. That's really the key. It may feel unsettling, but be okay because it will bring you to a better place. All right, PL Day, congratulations. You passed your exam. That's wonderful. And you're seeing your boyfriend this week for the first time in 4 months. Interesting. Let's see what card comes up for you. Here we go. The Devil. Okay, so this week, be careful about attachments. Be careful about unhealthy behavior. Be aware if you are feeling unhealthy behavior with yourself or someone else. You know, this is a good week to be very careful. Look at your own shadow self. Look at the things you don't want to see in yourself and in others and make decisions accordingly. Harry S., nice to see you. Thanks for the kind words. Here is a card to start your week. The Five of Swords reversed. Harry, this week, man, it is all about negotiation, diplomacy. Don't try to get what you need for you. Try to figure out how we can work together to make things happen. Negotiation and diplomacy. That's what you got to do this week. JF1, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. This is a popular card today. So this week could be very inspiring for you. A lot of new energy coming in and a lot of opportunity for humor and creativity, but be careful about the possibility of anger. So fun comment from Linda Armstrong. Robin Wood was my first deck. Got it from our beloved Christiana. Thank you. And the collective reading was spot on for you this week. So, that's such a fun story. Just a quick diversion. When I first met Linda Armstrong, I was teaching at a pagan festival. It was a Beltane festival in Connecticut, and it was a cold, rainy weekend outdoors. I hadn't really packed for cold and rainy, hadn't considered it. And our workshop spaces were under tents. And Linda was very clear to me that she had very little interest in tarot, but was going to stay for my workshop because it was dry and she was there anyway because she was there for the workshop prior. And something happened in that workshop that clicked, and she's been a tarot reader. I mean, she's always been intuitive. She's always done psychic stuff, but a tarot reader ever since, and my friend ever since. So how great is that? That was like, oh my gosh. That was like almost 20 years ago, Linda. Can you believe that? Crazy. All right. Gratitude, right? Gratitude for the years. All right. Yatsuri Shop. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. And thank you for being a moderator. Here is a card for your week. The King of Cups reversed. So this week, there may be a lot going on that sort of distracts your energy. You may really have to collect and focus your energy and do it in your heart. Focus your heart energy so you can be the leader that you need to be this week. You got it, you'll do it, but it may take a minute to do it. Kristen Louise, nice to see you. Here's a card for you. Hey, this is a popular card this week. So, Kristen Louise, great week for new creative projects. Thinking about starting something new, learning a new skill. This is the week to do it. Let yourself be inspired this week. Okay. Yajni Nepal, thanks for being here. Thanks for being new here. Glad you like the energy here. Really appreciate it. Okay, and yours is the next request I see for a card. Happy to give you one. Thanks so much. Okay, 10 of Cups reversed. And it's interesting that you would ask specifically around love. There are some ways in your life right now that you are just not feeling the love. You have to remember that you are lovable, that you have love in your heart. And be willing to breathe into that this week. Be willing to open to that this week. You will find the things you're looking for in love and in life. But it may take a minute. And we have an expression in the United States. You can't make a silk purse from a sow's ear. What that means is you can't take one thing and turn it into another thing. So be realistic about what you see in front of you. But what you want, you can have in the long run. That's what you need to know. All right. Lisa Harmon, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. The Sun reversed. So, Lisa, this isn't a bad thing. This week, you just have to really be careful about cultivating your own energy. Don't let anyone or anything take the wind out of your sails. Don't let anyone or anything blow out your candle. You know my expression, don't let anyone piss in your Cheerios. Own your energy and be strong in it, and all will be well. Horace Van Dunn, so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card of the week for you. Okay, Horace Van Dunn, you're not the first person to get this. 9 of Swords. There's definitely some stuff going on that is upsetting you or worrying you. Maybe you're not sleeping well. This week, spend time with your crystals. Spend time in self-care. Change up your crystal collection. Move things around. Get that energy flowing. With this card, I am really feeling like your crystals. You've shown me pictures of what you got going on in your crystal room, and it's fabulous. Use that energy. stir up that energy and all will be well. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Your emoji game is strong, as usual. Here is a card for the week. The Queen of Wands. Baby Cakes, this week, nurture your creativity, your humor, your positive energy, and good things will come to you. Nurture yourself with the things that excite you and the things that make you happy. Seriously. Denise Woods, of course, a card for you and a card for Jerry. Happy to do it. Okay, starting with you, Denise. The Four of Wands. I think this week you're going to find that things start to stabilize for you after a long time, and that's going to feel really good. You're going to be clear about what you want and don't want, about what is working and what is not working. That's very positive. For Jerry, this week you are going to be really looking for balance and fairness, trying to be fair for yourself, trying to be fair to others, and finding that balance. Alyssa, nice to see you here. Thanks for being here. Okay, Yasina Santana. So we do single cards for individuals. Here is a card for you. Yesenia, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly one of those times. I apologize if not. Here is a card for you, the Chariot. This week you may be traveling or you may be planning a trip. One way or the other, the energy this week for you is about being in control of your life, figuring out what your direction is, what you want, and what you have to do to go there. And thank you, everyone, for the feedback. I really do appreciate it. I don't always read it aloud, but I sure do appreciate it. Okay. So, Barrett Ermy Tarot, you saved me last week at a reading. I got stuck and just looked at the card and I was fine. See, I love it when the advice works, and congratulations. Barrett got a good gig reading cards at a store, and he's like going great guns with it, doing a good job. Make sure you let him know you can't be there StarCon weekend, my friend. All right. A card for you, Barrett. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the super sticker. Thanks for the membership. And thanks for letting me know that the technique worked for you. The Queen of Wands. Barrett, you really are on fire right now. You are nurturing positive fire in all of your life. In your work, in being a tarot reader, at home, you are doing a good job nurturing warm, positive, creative, spiritual energy. You keep going. All right. Okay, Aprilia, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the super chats. As I said on Monday, I do a single card for the week ahead. I know you have so many questions. On Saturday, I will do a question. And if you have a lot of questions, maybe book a reading with me. I would love to speak with you. So, your card, Aprilia, for the week ahead. The Nine of Pentacles. So the thing is, like, I notice a lot of your questions are about relationships. And relationships are important, right? But this card really speaks first and foremost to your relationship with yourself, to being comfortable in your own skin, to being secure in yourself and in your own energy. That needs to be your focus this week and going forward. Being grounded, being secure, being comfortable with yourself. And if you focus on that, everything else will fall into place. Promise. Thanks again. Hey, Maya Turner, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here's a card for you, Maya. Look at you. This has been a popular card today. So this week is going to be a week of stability. It's going to be a week of gratitude for the people and places that you enjoy most. you're going to have a little time to spend either in your own energy or with the people that you care about, or for you, perhaps the horses you care about. And, the key really is that within that space of stability, a lot of wonderful things can grow. All right. Autumn Pond, thanks for that feedback. Getting ready to purge your overcluttered apartment, wherever due. Hits the nail on the head. Okay. Pamela's Insight, I am so sorry I missed you. Thanks for letting me know. And thanks for being a moderator. I appreciate you. And anyone else, it happens. I don't ever mean to skip someone, but it happens. And if I do as Pamela did, and just let me know. And thank you for your patience. Pamela, thank you for your patience. Here's a card for you. Hey, well, I may have skipped you, but you're not going to skip you this week. A Knight of Swords for you. Moving forward quickly, working on your inspiration, your writing, your art, speaking your mind in an appropriate way and moving yourself forward. Let that energy move through you. It is a beautiful thing. Look for the breath of fresh air everywhere. Hey, Ingrid, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, let's see. Sorry, just overscrolled. Okay, here we go. Hey, Barrett, I just saw your comment. Thank you. Ivan Morris, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Okay, Iva, here we go. I'm sorry. 9 of Swords. This could be a tough week. You've got a lot going on and a lot you need to keep straight in your mind. Take notes. None of us remember as well as we used to, so make sure you take notes about the things you got to do. And at the end of the day, let it go. Find space and time for you. It's a busy week. You will get through it. There may be some things going on right now that particularly have you worried, either personally or professionally. Address what you can. Kick the ball down the field for the things you can't do right now. And if you're worrying about things that you can't do anything about anyway, bye-bye, let it go, shake it off. In the words of the great T. Swift. Seriously, let it go. All right, not the easiest week, but you'll get through and you will be successful. And again, thank you everyone for your feedback. I don't always read it aloud, but I do read it. Okay, Sandra Sukram, so nice to see you. First time here. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you're here. What's coming up for you this week? Well, let's see. Hey, Knight of Wands. Possibly some travel, planning a trip, or moving yourself forward towards something that you want. It could be career-wise, it could be creative, it could be relationship. Forward motion in the right direction, maybe planning some travel. One way or the other, focus on your creativity and focus on the things you are passionate about. Hey, Madiha Ness, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. Oh, that's not bad when it's reversed, you know. The 10 of Wands reversed. This week, I think you might get to spend time with some people you really enjoy. And there's a sense of relief from things that have been weighing you down. And that's a very, very good thing. Very good. All right. So I want to say thank you to Pamela Phillips for the super chat. Spot on. More fun needed. You go for it. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. And again, thank you, everyone. Barrett, did I saw your comment. Have I done a card for you yet? I don't think I have. And so I might have missed yours. So let me, just in case, I'm going to do you right now, Barrett. And Barrett, again, thank you for being a member and thank you for the super chat. Here is a card for you, Barrett Ermy. I shuffled, but you got the same thing. This week, 10 of Wands reversed. Try to spend time with people that you care about. Try to learn from the people you care about. And do not carry task-wise or emotionally, burdens that are not yours. Seriously. All right. Okay, here we go. And again, thank you all for the feedback. Okay, Soumya, I think that's how I might pronounce your name. I apologize if I got it wrong. Thank you for being here and welcome to everybody. Here is a card for the week for you. Here we go. Here's a card for the week. Soumya, 7 of Pentacles reversed. If you're trying to do something, make something work, and it's just not working, you may need to change the way you do it. Change your approach, change your strategy, change the way you are looking at things, and then I think things will go better. So try to make some changes this week. Amy Emberhart, so nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Here is a card for you. Queen of Wands reversed. No, it's not reversed. It's straight up. Sorry. Erase. It's not reversed. It's not reversed. I was doing 2 things at once, and I apologize. Amy, you have my full attention. It's not reversed, but it is the Queen of Wands. Excuse me. So here's the thing. Whether it's easy or hard to do this week, welcome your flow of energy. Be the queen that you are, Amy. Be in your creative, spiritual energy. Flow with it. Grow with it. Don't let anything get in the way of that. Okay, baby cakes. Yeah, you're going to have to watch. I do not remember what it was. I am so sorry. Okay, friends, from my perspective, I have come to the end of the list. If I accidentally skipped you, I'm so sorry. Please reiterate. If you're just getting here, if you haven't asked yet, last call for readings, y'all. I want to remind you all to join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, for a live tarot class here. We're going to be working with the 4 elements and operationally how we use them in divination. Wherever you are on your tarot journey, this will be a good class for you. So join us. It's free. It's fun. It's for everyone. I want to say thank you to everyone for being here and for your support of this channel. Thank you especially to the people who helped out with super chats and super stickers, to the members, to the moderators, to everyone who liked this video. And if you haven't cast your vote yet for the WDA Awards, please do. I will look forward to seeing you soon. I'll be back tomorrow evening. And I am available this week for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, or if you happen to be local in person in my office in Palm City, just reach out. I would love to work with you. My friends, thank you very much. Have a great week. Take care.